This right here is a 1/500 scale Boeing 767-300 in the old LANchile livery made by Herpa. I got this model together with a 1/500 scale Lufthansa Boeing 747-400 and a Deutsche BA 737-300 for €10. Great deal, but all of them were without box. I reviewed the other two models on my channel, so you can find them linked to at the end of this video. And now I'm going to review this third and last one. In my aircraft reviews, you have seen the Boeing 737, the 757, and the 747, but this is a 767. In my opinion, this is the workhorse of Boeing. This is an aircraft that is extremely multi-purpose. It is suited to basically every airport on Earth, at least every slightly tarmacked airport. What makes the Boeing 767 so versatile is that it is the perfectly sized wide-body aircraft. Not too big and heavy like the Boeing 747, and not too small and short-ranged like the 737, and not a cramped narrow body like the Boeing 757. And this is reflected by the 767's production numbers, which are vast. Boeing developed the 767 in response to Airbus's success in marketing the A300, which was the first wide-body twin jet that did not need a third engine on the tail to transport people pretty much the exact same distance as the Lockheed L-1011 and the McDonnell Douglas DC-10 were able to. Now, this is the 767-300. There's also a shorter version, which is the 767-200, but the 300 is pretty widespread. And this is the second Latin American livery that I'm presenting on my channel, the first one having been Aeromexico. So without any more further ado, let's take a closer look at what this vintage Herpa has to offer. Upon close inspection, you will see a straight horizontal line running through the port side of the fuselage, and that's actually a long scratch, and that was probably the reason why this aircraft was sold to me at such a low price, something that I only noticed when I'm making this review, because it's pretty hard to see in normal conditions. But anyway, taking a closer look at this livery, you can see the L1 door here, and next to it we have something that looks like a lever. The window line, of course, runs along the side of the aircraft with the two overwing emergency exit doors, and on top of it the LANchile titles with the star on the eye, which looks really cool. And we also have this beautiful red curve between the wing and the window line, hence this was known as the Red Bow livery. And then back here we have the Boeing 767-300 and the registration of this aircraft, which is Charlie Charlie Romeo Tango. And as we take a look at the vertical stabilizer, you can see that we have the LAN title on it, which looks pretty nice. And of course we have the horizontal stabilizers with the elevators carved into the metal. And now let's take a closer look at the wings of this aircraft. And you can see that we've got the flaps, the air brakes, the ailerons all carved nicely onto the bare metal wing. And we can even see some slat detail at the front, which I'll show you later. I'm going to show you the engines. Speaking of engines, pretty sure these are General Electric CF6s, and you can see the cowling's leading edge is painted in silver, and we can see the nose cone and the fan blade detailing inside. Taking a look at the front of the aircraft, you can see the cockpit windows, and they're pretty basic. They don't have the window frames or the wipers, but I think they look alright. With this being an old Herpa, it has no cargo doors and clunky landing gears. But if we turn the aircraft onto its back, you can see the details underneath. We of course get the Herpa Wings logo on the belly of the aircraft, and Boeing 767-300 carved on the aft fuselage. And here's a comparison to the aforementioned Aeromexico. a Boeing 757, and you can see just how different the 767 is to the 757. Both are twin jets, but the 767 is a 2-aisle wide-body while the 757 is a single-aisle narrow-body. And Boeing developed both these airliners at the same time in the 70s, with the 767 as the twin-jet response to the wide-body Airbus A300, while the 757 was meant to be the twin-jet replacement for the 727 trijet, which I will review in a future video. So here she is, once again, in all her glory. The 767 in a beautiful half-blue, half-white fuselage, with the red bow, as it's officially called, and blue engine pods. I believe LANchile doesn't exist anymore. After this livery, they rebranded simply as LAN, and eventually merged with TAM, Linhas Aéreas from Brazil, to become LATAM, which, however, I think also filed for bankruptcy sometime in 2020. But anyway, if you're interested in more plane reviews, be sure to check them out here, and have a great day. This is Imperial Diecast, signing out.